Lucas era gets underway. Jordan Mincy will begin his 5th season at the helm of the Jacksonville Dolphins. The ball is up. Malik Reneau, the transfer from Indiana, comes down with it. We are underway as a new season is underway here in Coral Gables. They immediately go down low, and it's taken away by Donovan Rivers, the junior out of Columbia. 3 on the way. This is Jalen Jones. He misses. A fight for it down low. Udeh's got it. Drew Washington with a starting assignment for Miami. They start 4 transfers in one of the most heralded 5-star prospects in all of America, and Shelton Henderson. Trey Donaldson hard to the rack. He'll go to the foul line.
Yeah, expect see a lot of bobbling of the ball coming around. Expect to see people may not be in the right spot. You can practice all summer and all year, but when the game starts and those lights are bright, things get a little discombobulated.
Had an opportunity to chat and visit with Jay Lucas last week. Had an open practice for some of us. About a 2-hour practice, and about an hour and 45 minutes of it was focused on the defensive side of the basketball. It was fun to watch.
100%. You look at the stats. Last year at Duke, he was 7th in scoring defense at Duke. He focuses on defense. And one thing I like about this new group is they all communicate and talk.
Trey Donaldson has Miami on the board, makes a pair of free throws. At Michigan last season, he helped them to the Big Ten tournament title. One of 4 Wolverines to play, starting all 37 games. 2-0 Miami early. Here's Stirk dribbling atop the key. Pestered by Trey Donaldson. We will see some hard-nosed, tenacity-style defense for Miami. Stirk finds Jones. And now Jones loses it. Udeh comes down with it. Here's Reneau in transition. Miami with numbers. A little tie-up down low, and getting it to go is Malik Reneau on the Karl Malone watch list this season.
If you watch Reneau, he has great touch around the basket. And he's a lefty. I call it a lucky lefty. Most left-handed players can finish and shoot.
A 6'9" senior forward and a transfer from Indiana. Let's take another look at it, Jack. Boy, just fighting down low and got it to kiss off the glass.
Soft touch, great angle, good spin, nothing but the bottom of the net.
2025 honorable mention, all Big Ten team. 2025 Karl Malone Power Forward of the Year award watch list. Over 1,000 career points in college basketball. Drew Washington nearly had a takeaway. Here is Stirk working on Henderson. 3 no good off to the left. The shot clock expires. In a defensive stop and a turnover by Miami.
What we talked about at the beginning of the game, we're seeing right now. You see how active these guys are on defense, being in the right spot, boxing out, getting defensive rebounds and starting to break.
I'll tell you another thing to note. This is one of the biggest teams in the history of Miami basketball. They are huge. And that's exactly what Jay Lucas wanted to do when he came here and said, if we're going to rebuild and reload and get back to the tournament and get to where we want to be in year 1, we're going to be big and we're going to play fabulous defense. Here's Reneau down low with the body off the glass. 6-0 Kings.
You know what we call that in Baltimore? A body up. That was one of the best basketball plays. Put your body into the defender, create the contact off the glass. Every shot that Malik shoots is hitting the backboard and it's not hitting no rim. That's a soft touch.
3 on the way from the wing. That's good. Hayden Wood, the guard, the freshman out of Arkansas, buried it. First 3 points for the freshman. And the Jacksonville Dolphin. Washington in the corner. Henderson, the 5-star, too strong. Offensive rebound. And that is off the fingertips of Jackson Third-Kill Jr. Still Miami basketball.
If Henderson can make that 3, it's going to change the whole trajectory of this program.
Enrico Borio will check in for Jacksonville along with Jalen Jordan. A transfer from Flagler College, hometown of Hilliard, Florida. A couple of substitutions for Jacksonville. Nothing yet for Miami. Here's Trey Donaldson. Bombs away. Deep 3, no good. 2 short. Rebound down to Evan Stirk, the freshman out of Missouri. That is buried again by Hayden Wood. A pair of 3s. We're tied at 6.
You know, one of the best shots in basketball is a transition 3. When you're getting back on defense, you have to identify your man unless you give up open shots. And that's what we're seeing right now.
That was nearly taken away, and it is. Jones got his hands on it. Wood gets his defender off his feet. They whip the ball around the perimeter. A trio of threes for Jacksonville. A 9-0 run. It's 9-6 Dolphins.
Looking at this Jacksonville team, they got a perimeter full of shooters. And every time the Jacksonville Dolphins shoot a three, all you hear from the coach is blue. Like he knows it's going in. It's not his first time seeing it.
Picked to finish 6th in the ASUN preseason poll. Shelton Henderson in trouble just outside the paint on the block. Now Donaldson working with 5. Here's
That's
Henderson. Oh, he'll take flight. The freshman's on the board.
Take flight, and that's something to get your confidence going. Your first point is a dunk. Expect him to get it going even more now.
Shelton Henderson went to the same high school as Jay Lucas. Jay's dad was coaching him. He was committed to Duke. Jay left Duke, came to Miami, and Shelton said, I'm coming with you, partner.
Talk about keep the family close.
How about a deep three for Stirk? Oh, baby, Evan Stirk with the 4th three-pointer in the first 4 minutes of this contest for Jacksonville, and they lead by 4.
Does Stirk have something against Trey Donaldson? Every time he hits a three, he's talking to him.
And how about the freshman for Jacksonville with all the scoring early on a 12-2 run over the last 2 minutes? Now Reneau down low, soft touch with the left hand, no good. Udeh Jr.'s got it, the transfer from TCU. Back to Henderson, working, no whistle, it's a block! Count the bucket and a foul.
I just told you, once you get your first bucket as a dunk, you automatically
Four early points for the true freshman and the 5-star Jack McClinton. Shelton Henderson from Bel Air, Texas. Depending on where you look, top 20, top 30 player in the country, and he had offers from the very best programs in the land.
Well, you look at a guy like Shelton Henderson. You know, Miami is not known for getting 5-stars very frequently. When you bring in a new coach that has deep connections, you get guys like that. I'm excited to see how he brings it for the rest of the career.
He'll take a seat. Second highest rated recruit in program history, and Jay Lucas brings him on 6 months into the job. So Jacksonville leading by 1. They've made their last 4 shots. All of them have come from distance.
3 is worth more than 2.
Oreo, Stirk, Lockett, Arias, and Jordan on the floor for Jacksonville. It's Donaldson, Reneau, Henderson, Washington, and Altuntas on the floor for Miami. First look at Salih Altuntas, the freshman out of Istanbul, the European player. Reneau with a rebound. One
Very
and done
excited
chance.
to see Dante Allen. Very explosive freshman from Riviera and transferred to Blackbird.
And Reneau with the left hand gives Miami a 1-point advantage. Yes, Dante Allen out there as well for Miami. He was a Villanova commit. Coach got fired last season. His father, an assistant coach for the Miami Heat, and Dante getting his first bit of action here for Miami, a little over 6 minutes into the game. Here's a takeaway. And here comes True Washington with a left-hand layup. Washington with a steal and a bucket. That's a pair for Washington. The transfer from New Mexico. Allen had his fingertips on that. And Washington pestering Lockett Jr. 3 on the way, trying to make their 5th. No good. Washington skies for the rebound. Miami wants to run. Dante Allen pulls up for 3, too short. That is tipped out and over the timeline, and Dante Allen pulls it back. 15-12 Miami. And there is a whistle on the floor. A Jacksonville Dolphin is bluffed at times in a lot of, those mid-major conferences will tell you, let's start the season with a Power 4 opponent. Let's see where we stack up. Win or lose, we're going to build on something.
100%. A family member of mine always said, be prepared and prepare to fail. You want to prepare early.
Marcus Allen checks in for Miami. Donaldson whips it around down low for Allen. Back up top for Trey Donaldson. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Allen throws it off the glass. That's good. Terrific defense for Jacksonville, but Marcus Allen got it to go.
I'm very excited to see what Marcus Allen brings to this team. He's almost like a Swiss Army knife. Can play 1 through 4, can defend, can finish, is athletic. Definitely excited to see him play this season.
He's a transfer from Missouri. One of 6 transfers from Power 4 programs for Miami. Now Jones all the way off his thigh and out of bounds. That caught the attention of Salih Altuntas, again the freshman out of Istanbul, who's got a lot of international experience. There he is.
Speaking of him, I was at the pro day and I was talking to Hedo Turkoglu.
Okay.
Hedo Turkoglu was the one that brought him over here. Speaks very highly of this guy. Hedo's a legend, so if he speaks very highly of you, he must be something we need to watch out for.
Oh, it was tipped up and out of bounds. It's amazing, Jack, and you and I were chatting before, whether it's Jay Lucas assembling the roster or the assistant coaches that he's brought on board, all of these guys have a little tie to somebody. There's a member of the staff that brought on Kevin Durant back in the day at Texas. You know, Dante Allen's father is an assistant coach for the Miami Heat. They've got the international experience, the transfers, the youth, the veteran leaders. That's why Jay Lucas believes in year 1 he can get this team back to the NCAA tournament, as Shelton Henderson will go back to the free throw line.
You know, speaking on that, that shows you how deeply rooted his connections are. You know how they say in business, your network is your net worth. It's the same thing that translates in basketball. If you know somebody that knows somebody, you're going to get somebody. Yeah. And that's what Jay Lucas has done with this roster.
Here's an amazing note for the Miami Hurricanes. The physical therapist and the director of basketball operations are the only members of the coaching staff and on this roster that return. The physical therapist and the director of basketball operations, the only returnees to the Miami Hurricanes men's basketball program.
He cleaned house. It's a clean slate.
There's Jeff Dyer in his 9th season as their director. Miami leading by 5. They're on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And Jacksonville hasn't scored in over 3 minutes. Shelton Henderson hits another. He's got 6 early points to lead the Canes.
You want to see something from your freshman day 1 and see how he comes in and plays at this level. You know, coming from high school and then coming to, you know, high-level Division I basketball, it's a big jump. You want to see him come in extremely early with confidence, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Pass down low. Now it's whipped far side. Shot no good. Attempted 3 by Chris Arias. Timo Milovic, the freshman out of Slovakia, on the floor now for Miami, wearing number 88. Got a couple of players out there with European experience. And Dante Allen turns it over. He was looking for Marcus Allen.
You know, one thing I like about what Jacksonville is doing right now, they're switching their defenses up. A couple possessions ago, they went in a 1-3-1. A 1-3-1 is not a zone that you see often, but when you're long and athletic, it's definitely something that's new to seem that a team can't prepare for it. Now they switch to man-to-man and jump the ball screen. Expect to see them change the defensive a lot to get Miami off balance.
All the way to the rack is Jones, Jalen Jones, the junior, in the transfer from Oakland. With a bucket for Jacksonville to pull him back to within 4.
Once again, they changed back to the 1-3-1 zone.
Put all the freshmen on the floor right now for Miami. Henderson nearly turned it over. He was badgered by Donovan Rivers, who I think they're going to get for the foul. 11:50 left to play in the half.
This early, we'll have to see the first couple games and maybe bring in some better thoughts. But right now, with this NIL space, it's going to be tough to figure out who's going to be good and who's not.
Henderson couldn't handle the pass from Washington. And a turnover. It's the freshman Milovic who takes it away. Trying to go coast to coast, and he will. Timo Milovic, the freshman out of Slovakia.
Great move. You want a guy with that height to be able to get his steal and go coast to coast in transition and finish with a little runny dip.
Playing for the Mega Superbet in the ABA League First Division the last few seasons. A lot of international experience for Jay Lucas to go along with his transfers, and the highly touted freshman, there he is. He got his fingertips on that.
One thing about guys that come from Europe, they learn to play basketball the right way. No wasted moves. Get right to it. You saw that on that transition basket.
I think that's something else that excites Jay Lucas. You've got the big dudes. You think of a Trey Donaldson and Malik Reneau, who were in the Big Ten, a conference that is known for 45 fouls a game, and they beat you to a pulp. But the international experience, too, a lot of people think that's more of a finesse game, and you're right. It's more fundamental. So you got guys who can beat and bang. You've got the fundamentally sound, experienced European guys. I think that's what excites Miami as well, as the deep inbounds pass lands in the hands of Arias. Shot clock at 3. Arias step back, pulls up, shot no good. Offensive rebound is laid in by Ernes Udeh Jr. Senior out of Missouri State, grew up in Nigeria. Jacksonville within 4, 10:45 left to play. Now Reneau tied up down low and a foul on the floor. Malik Reneau will go to the free throw line for Miami, the transfer from Indiana.
With Jacksonville's 1-3-1 zone, one thing that I've learned when coming up playing basketball, you got to be very patient. You got to move without the basketball. There's only one man in the back of this zone, so if you move the ball, the back man has to sprint to the opposite corner. So you want to swing the ball, get the back man moving to get a look on the opposite side.
So Malik Reneau to the free throw line, and a shooter's touch, I suppose, rattles home.
Where I'm from, we don't count that. If it hits the backboard and goes in, you got to shoot another one. But in the game, 1 point is 1 point.
Milovitz will take a seat for Miami. Arias will do the same for Jacksonville, and now Jalen Jones will sub out as well in favor of Simon Wheeler, senior guard out of Detroit, and a transfer from Ashland University. 21-16 Miami. They've made 5 of their last 6 attempts from the floor. Reneau's got 7, and you can give him 8. 6-point advantage now for the Canes, who are going to pick up full court pressure here. Ball inbound to the Chris Lockett Jr. And Wheeler brings it across half court. See the pesky defense early by Miami. Trey Donaldson hounding Lockett, and a foul. Donaldson's going to get called for a hand check. Didn't like the call.
You know, when you play aggressive, sometimes you play with your hands.
The officials tonight here in Miami, Florida: Mark Schnurr, Claire Aubrey, and Ben Sturr. Great to have college basketball back.
Such an amazing feeling.
You know what, Jay Lucas had his players out in the community and around campus begging folks to show up and support them. Check us out, see what's going on. The students have certainly supported them here tonight. Second chance opportunity down to the offensive rebound is Lockett.
100% the student section is pretty packed.
Earlier this afternoon, just a couple of 100 tickets for the students remained. Now Wheeler dribble drive, high off the glass. Heck of a bucket there, Jack.
When you get the switch on a big as a point guard, you got to get a paint touch. You got to make a shot for yourself or a shot for your teammate.
Now Reneau in the paint, little body with the shoulder. Jacksonville wanted to travel. Donaldson now pulls up, fades away, on target, but a bit too strong. So Donaldson, nothing for 2 from the floor early to start his Canes career.
One thing I love about Trey Donaldson, he doesn't need to score the basketball to change the game. He wants to get his teammates involved. He wants to talk on defense. He wants to make the right plays. That's the definition of a true point guard.
Third kill junior could make the wide open 3. Henderson nearly walked, did he? Yes, he did. I think he walked once and they caught him on the second time. Shelton Henderson, the offender. Malik Reneau will sub out. Marcus Allen comes in. Another turnover by Miami. They haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. 5 early turnovers for the Canes. Jacksonville has converted those 5 turnovers into 5 points. Miami's converted 4 Dolphins turnovers into 8 points.
The key to the game and the key to the sport of basketball, take care of the rock.
22-18, Miami leading. And a turnover. Here comes True Washington. He's fouled.
Great hands by True. Great hands. He's very, very explosive.
Nice takeaway there by Washington. Foul was on Ernes Udeh Jr. And a pair of free throws coming up here for True Washington, the transfer from New Mexico, where he spent his first 2 seasons in college. All Mountain West team honorable mention last season. Started 33 of 34 games.
True Washington. Shout out to the hometown favorites, Darrell Wright and Team Why Not. True Washington came up, played for that program. Shout out to Darrell Wright, a former Miami Heat basketball player.
True Washington has 14 siblings. The nephew of Ty Ty Washington Jr., who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. One of 14.
One of 14.
Christmas
wow.
was probably a little hectic back in the day.
Super hectic. But I bet the competition was great.
4-star recruit, one of the best players in Arizona, coming out of high school. And the lefties attempt too strong. Made the first, missed the second. Miami by 5. 8:44 left to play in the half. About 3 minutes since Miami last scored. Strong to the rack and a flush for Jalen Jordan. He spent last season at Flagler College, where he averaged 13 points. Back in transition, come the Canes and Trey Donaldson, who's on the board for the first time as a Hurricane.
I love to see that from Trey. He's been very, very passive early on. He found a gap, finished. Trey is very stinkingly athletic. Don't be surprised if he comes and raises up and dunks on you.
Well, if Mario Cristobal was in a pinch and needed a defensive back, he'd probably call Jay Lucas. That shot was wild. Here comes Shelton Henderson in transition. He can fly, an easy layup is good.
Come fly with me. Such an athletic guard. Only a freshman. They're looking good in transition. They're playing very good when Jacksonville cannot set their defense up.
Jordan Mincy takes a timeout. So you had the flush for Jalen Jordan. Miami says, so what? Let's get down the floor in a hurry. Shut his day here in Miami. The Hall of Famer.
Good old times. Good old times back then, you know. Back in 05, 09,
but
Cleveland
times
was
they
popping.
are a-changing. Last time I saw you weren't a dad. Now you are, so congratulations.
Yeah, 8 months old. Shout out to Hampton and Jermaine.
7:54 left to play here in the half. Miami leading by 7. Full court pressure. True Washington got his hands on that inbounds pass.
True Washington is very, very active on defense. I love to see it.
And the official is letting Jacksonville know you've got 8 seconds to get the ball across the timeline. Now they've got about 6. It won't be a problem. As Jalen Jones brings it across for Jacksonville. Junior, hometown in Nashville, down low, block, no. Trey Donaldson is going to be assessed his second personal foul. He's going to have to take a seat. And Shelton Henderson is quick off the bench. He'll come back in.
That's a great set off the timeout to get you a quick basket. I love to see how coaches coach coming out of timeouts.
Yeah.
You want to put a set in to get a shot at the basket or get somebody else a shot. That was a great play ran by Jacksonville.
Shelton Henderson will check back in as Jalen Jordan misses the free throw. And Trey Donaldson will take a seat. And presumably for the remaining 7 minutes and 42 seconds of the first half. Jordan second, no good, missed a pair.
I love the intensity that Jay Lucas coaches. He's very active. He's almost like the 6th man on the court for his team.
Dante Allen controlling the point position. Here's Washington. A little 1-3-1 here by Jacksonville. A little zone defense. Henderson at the free throw line, pulls up and he nails it.
Great play.
Drain the jumper. Miami leading by 9. Their largest lead of the half. A 6-0 run. Also a discrepancy at the free throw line right now. Here's a deep 3 on the way. A rain-making 3, no good. The attempt by Borio.
One thing you're seeing right now, you can live by the 3 or you could die by the 3. Jacksonville came out smacking, splashing, jacking, and hitting, but now they just straight missing.
They've missed their last 8. They were 4 of 5. They were 0 of 1. They made 4 in a row. Now they've missed their last 8.
It's getting cold. It happens. Let's see if they can heat it back up.
Jones dribble drive on the baseline, taken away. Here comes Allen with the left hand. Had it swatted away. Another opportunity. Shelton Henderson couldn't convert on the other side of the rim.
I thought we was going to see Showtime on that one. I think he's going to throw it up there.
And a little bit of trouble handling the outlet. So now Jones will try to settle things down for Jacksonville. High screen by Jordan. Out to Borio. Jones thought about a three, trying to work it down low now, and he will. That's an easy bucket and a flush for Jordan with a dunk. Back to a 7-point game.
They got the switch they wanted, went to the mismatch, and got a basket.
Allen had the pass kicked away by Borio. And now Michael Harper Jr. is going to check back in, and Tito Dang, the junior out of South Sudan, will check in for the first time for the Dolphins.
You think he's related to Luau Dang?
What?
You think he's related to Luau Dang?
I don't know. Maybe.
Could be. He's got the height, got the length. The one thing about the 1-3-1 zone, you have to hit those gaps. We're not getting any paint touches. Hit the gap, make the defense commit.
Dante Allen threw it away. Jacksonville with numbers in transition. Henderson fouls the shooter. The bucket is good. That was Ernes. And he'll go to the line looking to convert the three-point play. Boy, heck of a bucket there by Chris Ernes, the sophomore out of Jacksonville, one of just 2 players on this Dolphins roster that hails from Jacksonville. 6 additional players within a couple of hours of campus. Ernes with an opportunity here to pull Jacksonville back to within 4. With 5:52 left to play, and he doesn't. How about this? Jay Lucas not messing around. Trey Donaldson has 2 fouls, and Jay Lucas is going to put him back in. He needs his point guard back in the game.
You want to get your floor general back on the court, especially as a new team. You want to kind of continue to boost his confidence, and he makes plays. You want to get a guy that can get a paint touch and make the defense move.
He's got to be careful with those 2 fouls. Washington gets locked up. Now Henderson. Washington, wing, 3, looks good, it is good. And he blows a kiss to the Dolphins bench.
Great shot. The ball move, got a paint touch, swing, jumper. Those are the best 3-point shots when it's off a swing. Quick swing to another swing, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Drew Washington made 33 starts last season at New Mexico, averaged a little over 10 points per game. And there's a foul. Shelton Henderson with another foul. He picks up another one. Be the 5th foul by Miami. That is the 2nd foul for Henderson, so he's going to have to take a seat. And it looks like Timo Milovic, the freshman out of Slovakia, will check back in, as Enrico Borio, the sophomore out of Brazil, will go back to the free throw line for Jacksonville.
You look at Shelton Henderson on that defensive play. He had the right angle. He used his body to wall up. But the first mistake, he kind of put his hands back down on the offensive player. He would have kept his hands up. That would have been a clean defensive play. But these are things that you can kind of clean up as the year goes on.
It's a freak athlete right there as a true freshman, Shelton Henderson. So here comes Timo Milovic. He's back in. Another opportunity here for Enrico Borio, who appeared in 13 games last season before he suffered a non-contact injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season. He missed that one, so he made 1 of 2. It's a 6-point game. Donaldson, Reneau, wide open 3 on the way to Strong. And there's a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Jacksonville. It's going to send Timo to the line.
To the average eye, you wouldn't understand how important it was that Trey Donaldson got that paint touch. He allowed the defense to move, and he got his teammate a 3-point shot. That's why you want to get your starting point guard back in the game, because he understands if I get a paint touch, that gets my teammate open.
Foul was called on Jalen Jones. A 1-and-1 opportunity after the foul, and Milovic hits the first. You know, they really like Timo Milovic because he can beat and bang down low, and they also feel like he can step out from behind the 3-point line as well, where he shot 36.5% internationally.
Great height, great shooting ability, and he's got number 88. I wonder what made him pick it. We might have to ask him after the game, like, what made you pick 88?
Just looks clean.
That's the infinity. You know, it could be infinity. To infinity and beyond, like they say.
Jay Lucas being careful with Trey Donaldson. He just subbed him out. Full court pressure once again by Miami.
Sometimes you want to get your point guard in for one play to get the offense moving, to get your teammates a shot, and that's what he did right there. Got 2 baskets, 2 points.
Ernes had it a long way from the basket, hands it off to Borio. Slips it to Jones. Working on Allen all the way to the rack, and he got it. My goodness. Marcus Allen couldn't keep up.
I always say, as a smaller guard, the low man always wins. He got under him. He got under him. Scooped it up.
See what the contact is. See a foul? Yeah, a little bit with the body. A little bit with the body.
A little bit early. A little bit of contact early. I don't know if I'm going to call that an and one, but that's a great attack to the basket. You got to make the ref make a decision. And that's what number 2 on Jacksonville did.
So another unconventional three-point play opportunity here for Jacksonville. They're within 6.
Jalen Jones. I never saw that cover to John Moran. Brown with the pink swoosh.
He was Mr. Basketball growing up in Nashville, was Jalen Jones, and he pulls Jacksonville to within 5. He's been at Tennessee State, he's been at Oakland, now he's a Dolphin. Donaldson back in, Allen down low, doesn't know what to do with it. Now he does, spins a little hook shot is good.
Once again, Trey Donaldson getting the paint touch, making the defense move and making the right read to his teammate. This is an underestimated look at what a true point guard does for his basketball team. You don't need to score. You need to get a paint touch and get somebody else a shot. And he's doing an amazing job with that to start this basketball game.
And Milovic just got called for a foul, and a 1-on-1 chance coming up here for Jacksonville. The referees very early on are keeping things under control. Oftentimes you'll see a lot of officials let them play in the first half. Things get tight in the second half, but they've got it under control here in the first half.
Yeah, everybody's trying to figure it out, from the players to the coaches to the refs.
Right. Call it consistently over the course of 40 minutes. That's all you could ask for. As Ernes Udeh Jr., the transfer from TCU, pulls down the miss. So Udeh back in, another foul. Be the 9th on Jacksonville. And Miami just one more away from 2 freebies. 4:16 left to play in the half. Dante Allen will check in for Trey Donaldson. So back and forth Donaldson goes from the court to the bench.
You go to offense, defense.
Right.
You know that Donaldson can get a paint touch and make a play for his team. And then you bring Dante Allen in for defense. I've never seen it happen like that so quickly, but that shows you the uniqueness of Jay Lucas and his coaching ability.
And there's a level of aggressiveness there too. He's not being passive and saying you can sit the final 7.5. We'll see how it plays out. He trusts his veteran, who's been in a lot of college basketball games at Auburn and at Michigan, to go in there as a veteran. Don't commit a foul. Run the point for me, and on a dead ball, we'll get you out. Washington made the first free throw. And now Hayden Wood checks back in for Jordan Mincy. Head coach for Jacksonville has the Dolphins within 8. Washington looking to make it a 9-point game, and he does with 4:16 left to play. And no let up by this Miami defense. Full court pressure. Kind of that hybrid full court pressure. Make him bring it across the timeline with about 20 seconds left to play on the shot clock. Miami desperately trying not to let Jacksonville get into the flow offensively. They've done a pretty good job of it so far.
The length on this team right now on the court is they're very, very tall, very long.
3:55 left to play. Miami leading by 9. Opening night, college basketball. Play 3 of 5 from the floor with those 8 points. Yeah, time for the team lead along with Drew Washington, who's got 8 himself. Shot clock at 4, down to 3. Wheeler spinning in the paint. Dishes it off. That's a beautiful diamond to feed to Jalen Jordan.
Great paint touch.
Wow.
Make the defense commit and drop off for the big.
No panic with the shot clock winding down. Marcus Allen finds Dante Allen. Whistle on the floor, a turnover. He stepped out of bounds. So bucket for Jacksonville. They're within 7. Now they force the turnover. Can they creep closer with 3.5 minutes left to play?
You know, Miami hasn't been able to truly pull away. As soon as we kind of pull away, Jacksonville makes a play and cuts the lead back a little bit closer.
Wheeler at the command here for Jacksonville. Jordan hands it off to Wheeler. Dante Allen pestering Wheeler. Here's the 3. That's an air ball. Offensive rebound by Third Kill. Clock winding down. Wide open look about 10 feet away. No good. Milovitz and Udeh both had it. Well, they give a rebound and credit Milovitz with one. Dante Allen, wide open three from the wing is no good. Marcus Allen flies in for the offensive rebound. Another opportunity here. Second chance opportunity points. Right now for the Canes. Allen up top. Udeh got hit. He'll go to the free throw line.
Great job to get the ball in the high post. Make the defense commit and throw it up to your big fella. You want to get Ernes Udeh going on offense. We haven't seen much from him on offense. He's doing a great job rebounding the ball. Great job defending the pick and roll. We want to get him some touches on offense to kind of reward him for his efforts right now.
On the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar watch list to start this season. Grew up in Orlando, a senior at 6'11", transferred in from TCU. Spent the past 2 seasons at TCU after beginning his career at Kansas. Last season, honorable mention, all Big 12. He was 7th in the conference with 7.5 rebounds per game, 11th in the conference with a little over 1 block per game.
He does what he's supposed to do very, very well. Rebound the ball, block shots, be active on defense and offense.
A loose ball tie-up, and Jacksonville's going to call a timeout. They've only got 2 left. It will be their basketball coming out of this timeout. There's 2:36 left. We'll step aside real quick on ACC. Last year since 2017. Tonight marks the 34th all-time meeting between Miami and Jacksonville. And for Jacksonville, their last victory came in 1971. These two playing for the first time since the COVID-shortened 2020 season. So Miami by 8. 2:20 left to go. Shot clock at 9. Wheeler looking, surveying. Clock at 3. Clock at 2. Dribble, drive, high off the glass, no good. Udeh pulls down the rebound. Here comes Reneau, and he got whacked. He'll go to the free throw line.
What I'm saying with Miami right now, they're very, very good in transition. They have a lot of fast guys, a lot of guys that can get the ball off the backboard and rebound and start the transition. I really like what I'm seeing in Miami transition basketball right now.
They want to go fast, don't they?
They want to be fast. You got to be fast.
16th free throw coming up here for Miami in the first half. They made 12, and now they've made 13 of 16. That's one heck of a way to win right there. You get yourself to the free throw line 16 times at a half. An 81% clip.
That means they're attacking the basket and making the ref make a call.
Force somebody's hand. Be aggressive. Missed the second. So the back end, no good. Back to a 9-point lead. Largest lead of the night. Miami by 9. Went on a 10-0 run. Create a little separation here in the first half. True freshman Shelton Henderson pacing the team with 10 points. Jalen Jordan's got a team high 6 for Jacksonville. Foul's going to be on True Washington.
That's a move that you don't see a lot, that you should see a lot more. You know, just pump faking, get the defense in the air and drawing the foul.
Nice shot.
Especially the first game of the season. Everybody's adrenaline is rushing. You're going to jump for anything. Great play by Lockett Jr. to get you Washington in the air right now.
Chris Lockett Jr., the transfer from Boise State. Appeared in 25 games, made 5 starts last season as a redshirt freshman at Boise State. Played a little over 12 minutes per game for the Broncos. Former Mr. Basketball and Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year. He's a heck of a prospect coming out of high school. 4-star recruit in the ESPN rankings. Lead is back to 7 for Miami after he made a pair from the free throw line. Marcus Allen, 3, no good. One and done chance. Rebound down to Lockett. Wants to push the pace at a little tempo here. Now Wheeler's got it out near half court, looking back towards Jordan Mincy, who's barking out what he wants here offensively.
This is a huge possession for Jacksonville going into the half.
Sure is.
Being down 7, you get a basket here and boost that confidence.
Wheeler working. Boy, is he quick with the basketball. Spins. Lockett, dribble, fadeaway, jumper off the side of the glass. 1 minute left to go. Here comes Trey Donaldson. And he had it stripped clean by Lockett. A turnover by Miami. Here comes Wheeler. Lockett, wide open 3. Started the whole thing. Couldn't connect with flying. And soaring in is the freshman Hayden Wood. 5-point game, 44 left to play. That shot no good by Washington. Hayden Wood cleaned it up. He's got 8 points here in the first half.
Tough shot. You want to try to go for a 2-for-1, but you want to get a better look than that. But I see what he was trying to do, trying to get a 2-for-1. But you got to get a stop right here.
A 5-point game. 22 seconds left to play. Lockett Jr. trying to find something to do with the basketball. He dribbles left. Hard to the rack. Shot no good. Trey Donaldson had it poked away. Miami basketball with a little over 8 seconds left to play in the half.
Jacksonville's picked up the intensity the last couple of minutes of this half. Picked up the intensity. A team like Jacksonville has nothing to lose. Everything in the game.
You don't use it, you'll lose it. He'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Been a fun first half here at the Watsco Center, and the Jacksonville Dolphins started 4 of 4 from distance. They are since 0 for 10. Miami hasn't scored in 4.5 minutes. They've attempted 8 threes. They've only made 1 of them. It is their basketball coming out of the timeout with 8.1 seconds left to play. Boy, Miami had created a little separation. They had a 10-0 run here in the first half, but they've gone ice cold from the field. Jacksonville back to within 5. Shelton Henderson checks back in. He's going to inbound the ball to Trey Donaldson. We'll see what Miami can do with 8 seconds left.
I expect to see a high pick and roll right now for Donaldson going full speed to get a shot at the basket or a shot for somebody else.
Donaldson picks it up. Clock down at 6, down to 5. Here goes Trey Donaldson. He draws contact. Well, it's a veteran move.
There we go. High pick and roll. Attack the basket. I believe they will be in the bonus anyway, so you want to get a shot at the basket. And he did what he had to do.
Pair of free throws coming up here for Trey Donaldson.
Great rejection of the screen right there.
Drew the contact on Chris Lockett Jr. That's his second. And both sides going to make a couple of substitutions here after the first free throw by Donaldson. And the first is no good. Hit the front of the...
That's one thing about this Hurricanes basketball team. It's good to see where you're going to get your scoring from early, because right now it's wide open. Who's going to be your go-to guy? Who's going to get your scoring? Who's going to be your defender? And you get to see that with the first opening season game.
First possession belongs to Jacksonville here in the second half. It was in the hands of Evan Stirk, who played just a handful of minutes. Started at point guard for Jacksonville, the Dolphins. Jones hands it off to Third Kill Jr. Rivers working down low. Spinning on Udeh, still spinning, and the bucket is good, and a foul to boot as well.
I would love to see Udeh just keep his hands up. He's such a long, athletic defender. There's no point to have that hand down right there. Keep them both up. He can't shoot over top of you.
He got Udeh to work left a little bit, just enough, and he found just enough daylight there to put that in. So Donovan Rivers with a bucket, but he can't convert the free throw. Just a pair of points for the Dolphins, but they are within 4, about 30 seconds into the second half. It is Reneau, Donaldson, Henderson, Udeh, and Washington. Trey Donaldson bombs away, too strong. Ernes Udeh Jr., offensive rebound. He hands it off to Malik Reneau, who puts it up and in. He's got 11.
Great rebound, great offensive rebound. Great pass to your big man. Layup, lefty, fillet.
Deep 3, and no good. Udeh down to the rebound. It's the 8th rebound for Ernes Udeh Jr. And here's Shelton Henderson. Strong to the rack. He's got a team leading 12 now.
Miami is very strong in transition. One thing I've seen from this basketball team right now is they look better in transition than they do in the half court.
Jones with a left-handed pass to Stirk. Jones, deep three from the logo, no. Puts it on the floor, and it was blocked at the rim. And the shot clock will expire. That's a turnover.
I really love the way Jay Lucas is coaching right now. He's literally the sixth man on the court, especially Jay coming from being an amazing point guard. He's almost the sixth man on the court, talking to everybody. Hey, shooter, get back. You want to see that from your coach.
Right, and by the way, that's exactly the kind of defense that Jay Lucas wants. A hard dribble drive to the hoop, but four hands were there. 100%. It wasn't going anywhere. Hook shot and an air ball by Reneau. No go there on that offensive possession for Miami, and Jones quick across half court. Left side to Stirk. Miami will man up defensively. Jones, wing, three, no good. Trey Donaldson with a rebound. It's his fourth. He's got 5 points as well. Slow moving to start the second half.
Going left.
And Reneau walked with it. Ooh, they're going to get him for a foul.
If I'm Jacksonville, I'm sending Malik to his right hand. He's super, super strong with that left. I want to send him going right.
Didn't see a whole lot of contact.
Didn't see a lot. Enough to get the foul called.
Yeah, but the foul was on Donovan Rivers. That's his third, so he'll have to take a seat.
I love Malik's game, though. I love the way he plays. He plays with such finesse. He's never really worked up. He plays at his own pace.
At times, they just want to get him under control. Top of the key, True Washington down low for Reneau. Uses his body, puts it up and in. That's the finesse, that's the body control, that's the experience.
It looks like a simple shot, but he has such soft touch. It's so funny. Left-handed basketball players always got soft touch. They can shoot when they got soft touch.
Jones, hard to the bucket off the glass right side. 10-point lead down to 8. Stops the bleeding. It was a 6-0 run for the Canes.
Back to the 1-3-1, or are they in man-to-man? Jacksonville is being very, very tricky. They're giving you a 1-3-1 look, but switching the defense is something different.
They're also tempting Miami to pull the trigger on a 3 a little bit as well. Miami just 1 of 9.
It's an and 1.
And are they going to give the bucket? They will. So the basket is good.
Look for Trey to keep it going, getting it going right now. Get that paint touch. Play off 2 feet. Float game. And 1. This is one player on this basketball team that I'm very excited to see. Is Trey Donaldson. He has a lot of experience playing at a higher level, playing in the tournament, coming to Miami. He's from Florida. He's got a lot to prove to this Florida crowd.
Largest lead of the night now for Miami. They lead by 11. And Donaldson has 8. Reneau with 13. Henderson with 12. Washington with 8 as well. Hayden Wood's got a team-high 8 for Jacksonville. Stirk with the ball way out near half court. Tight defense by Shelton Henderson, nearly fouled. Hayden Wood. Shot clock at 5. Stirk bombs away too strong.
They got to push in transition.
Here they come.
I love Miami in transition.
Donaldson misses. Down with the rebound is Wood. And there's a foul on the floor.
I'm not mad at that play. I like the way that he attacked the basket. Got a shot at the basket. I love that.
Just another look. Jay Lucas was just hollering at Trey Donaldson. He was summoning him over to the bench. I think he said something to the lines of just do you, and he told him to come to a stop.
100%.
There's Jalen Jones. That was blocked, and it's going to be goaltending. Ball hit the backboard. And the block. Ooh,
that was clean.
That was very close.
Very nice job. I feel like I was watching Sunday Night Football on that one, the way he said that.
It's a nice wrinkle. Nice touch, isn't it?
Very nice
So
touch.
an 11-point lead for Miami with the basketball. 15:49 left to play. Up top, Ernes Udeh Jr.
The death of a 1-3-1. You get the ball in the center of the field. That back man can't choose to guard the right side or the left side. He's got to stay in the center. You can find your big man, slammer, jammer.
An alley-oop assisted by Reneau. And now a media timeout.
So let's do a little education about the 1-3.
Center with 15:28 left to play in the game. Miami leading by 13. It's their largest lead of the night. Just to do a little housekeeping for you, Miami retained possession of their timeout on their successful challenge, so they got their timeout back. They also get another challenge. That was considered the floating TV timeout. And so the last television timeout we just took you to was the under 16. So no more floater. And we're good to go every 4 minutes the rest of the way. There was a foul on the floor. The foul was on Wood. That is Hayden Wood, his second. And to the free throw line goes Shelton Henderson.
Kyle, can you explain the floater to me? Because every time I hear you say floater, I'm thinking about a shot in
Sure.
basketball and offense. What is the floater?
So the first
for the
half,
people listening?
for the first half of the men's game, you get your under 16, 12, 8, and 4 media timeout. In the second half, there's an additional television timeout. So the first called timeout of the second half triggers a TV timeout. If that comes 5 seconds in or 19 minutes and 55 seconds in, you have to take that TV timeout, and then everything else is status quo.
So that's the floater.
Right. So if it's
float.
so sometimes you do see a timeout taken with 16:35 left.
Got it.
You've got to take the 2.5-minute break. Then you play 35 more seconds. And then if there's another dead ball foul, or just a dead ball and a whistle in general, you've got to take your under 16. So that was a weird one, though. Ben Sturt and this officiating crew did a terrific job. He came over and explained it to us during that last timeout to make sure. And both teams, by the way, had questions, too. I think they were both trying to decipher who's got what timeouts, what do we have left, do I have a challenge left, who's got the ball, what's going on. Marcus Allen returns to the game for Miami. And Ernes Udeh Jr, the senior out of Missouri State, the transfer, will check in for Jalen Jordan. Largest lead of the ball game for Miami. They lead by 14. They're on a 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes of play. And on a 6-0 run over the last minute and change. Dante Allen was pestering Jones.
Great help defense
picked him up.
Right there. Kept his hands straight up.
Got knocked off the ball, did Altuntas. Wheeler working. Now he gives it up. Deep three on the way. They're going to get Reneau for a foul. Oh, one he didn't need to take. With the shot clock winding down, you see Reneau. He points to the bench and says, that one's on me.
Got him in the air. He got a little step back, a little pump. The great thing about that step back move, when you step back, you're creating so much space. So as a defender, you want to close the gap in that space. So if you lean forward, that's a foul. Just got to finish your breakfast.
Borio, the Brazilian, and the sophomore misses the first. Makes the second. And Milovic is going to check in for Reneau now, who's got the 3 personal fouls. And Jay Lucas will have a conversation with him. And Jay's telling him, stay on your feet, young man, stay on your feet. Reneau's pleading his case, saying, my arms were in the air. Boy, that was a terrific opportunity there for Borio, but he only makes one of the 3. Now Jones with a takeaway, and he lays it in. 3-point swing. Could have been a lot more. An 11-point advantage for Miami. Dante Allen still looking for his first collegiate bucket. Here's a knuckle-balling 3, no good by Milovic. Jacksonville will try to cut into this 11-point advantage for Miami right here. 3 freshmen on the floor for Miami, a sophomore, and the super senior, and Trey Donaldson. Jones will take it all the way, and he's blocked by Altuntas.
Great defense.
They're going to say it's off of Jacksonville. It's Miami basketball, and I think Jacksonville wants to challenge the call. So Jacksonville's going to take a timeout. They will challenge. If it is overturned and it's Jacksonville basketball, they will don't get a third.
Got it.
Max, 2 challenges, got to be successful on the first. Jacksonville loses the challenge and the timeout. Back underway, 14 minutes left to go. 11-point lead for the Canes. Milovitz up top for Allen. Donaldson between the legs, just outside the paint. On the wing, he threw it away. Right at the elbow, Trey Donaldson threw it away. Thought he had a teammate. Now he's going to bring Dante Allen in, and he might want to have a conversation with Milovitz as well to see where he was going to be on the floor. Now Jay Lucas says, you know what, Trey? Take a breather, come chat with me. Still 53-42. Another turnover by Miami. They've got 11 turnovers. Jacksonville only with 8. But Miami's got more points off of turnovers than Jacksonville. That 3 is good. Straightaway 3. Arias with 6 points now. First made 3 for Jacksonville since they started 4 for 4. It's an 8-point game. In the paint, little bunny hop, laying it up and in, True Washington.
That is a tough move. One thing I'm seeing about True, he can get a bucket.
Well, he made it look easy, too.
That was very easy. Stay true to the game.
Gracefully leapt into the paint, and a foul. That's an offensive foul. It's on Udeh. So here was the 3 by Arias. Straight away, shot clock winding down. And then Washington on the other end.
True, the 2 feet stop. I love the 2 feet stop, but you can come off 2 feet. You can pivot to your left, you can pivot to your right, and you still got a shot.
I think that's exactly what Jay Lucas was telling Trey Donaldson, remember, earlier, too.
Play off, too. You know, one thing that I noticed early when I was checking out Miami in a couple practices, into the shot clock, when Miami needs to get a basket, True was the guy that they got the ball to and he made a play. And it's translating to the game. That's what you want to see. You don't want to be a practice player.
Yeah.
You want to see it translate.
Donovan Rivers will check back in here for Jacksonville. The Dolphins have already committed 6 fouls. And about 7 minutes and 21 seconds into the second half. Washington shot fake into the paint, missed off the back of the iron, but Udeh brings it down. Allen straight away, got it to go. Lead back to 13.
Great shot. He stepped into that with confidence, left, right. Didn't make his first 3. Stepped into that with confidence and shot the basketball. You love how Jay is telling his guys, step into it with confidence and shoot the basketball.
Marcus Allen, the transfer from Missouri's got 7 points. And another offensive foul and back-to-back possessions by the Dolphins. Claire Aubrey saw it. She had the call. It's now 7 fouls committed by the Dolphins. And there you go. They're going to get Rivers. He hooked him down low. Took that right arm and wrapped it right around Ernes Udeh Jr. So everything from here on out, a 1-and-1 opportunity for Miami. Where they play hard, they're drawing fouls, drawing contact, opening things up, leading by 13. It's that zone look once again, that 1-3-1 look by Jacksonville. And Milovitz down low, Allen hands it off to Allen. And that is off of Marcus Allen. It's Jacksonville basketball.
Great
off
defense.
the turnover. 11:40 left to play. Miami leads by 13. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them from the Watsco Center. But 13 years, 14 seasons, took the program to its first ever Final Four back in 2023. And you want to know one more remarkable note about Jim Larrañaga? It wasn't until he burst onto the scene in 2011 that he guided this program to its first ever conference winning record when he went 9-7 in And 11. Coming out of the timeout, a bucket is good for Evan Stirk.
Big shout out to Coach Larrañaga. Did great things for this program. Took us back to where we need to be.
There's a turnover after the bucket. Washington turned it over. There is no doubt that the last couple of years for Coach L were tumultuous. It's a new day and age, and Final Four team turned into superb players leaving and chasing money. But you know what? It's the nature of the beast. That's where we're at, and it ultimately led to Coach L saying, you know what? I've done a lot of good things for decades in this game, and I'm going to hang him up. And when you've done everything he did, you can do whatever you want.
You can hang up and be comfortable.
Back to an 11-point game. Corner three, Arias, no good. There's a foul on the floor. It is on Miami. It is on Shelton Henderson. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. And with 10:50 left to go, Miami's 5-star freshman will have to take another seat. Dante Allen will check out as well. Trey Donaldson back in. Ernes Udeh Jr. back in as well.
One thing we're seeing from this Miami team is a lot of different lineups.
Yep.
Go big, go small. I like it. I mean, they got some depth. We want to see what groups can play well together. And right now, we're getting a good look at who fits well, who meshes well with each other.
Jalen Jones with the turnover. 11th of the night by Jacksonville. Donaldson thought about a three, kicked it over to Marcus Allen, who misses. But Udeh's got the offensive rebound. He was fouled as he hits the deck.
I would like Trey to step into that and shoot the basketball. Wide open, left to right shot. I was in here last night, and I saw Trey getting up almost 500 jumpers, and he was stepping into that shot shooting. I'll let him to catch this ball right here. Left, right, shot. One thing about Trey is going to make the right play.
Right.
He made the right play to the corner.
Maybe at times be a little less unselfish.
Right.
Take the shot. Trust your shot. So Ernes Udeh Jr. with a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Miami. Spent the past 2 seasons at TCU. Opened his career at Kansas. Coming out of the country, or coming out of high school, he was the number 23 player in the country. Former huge prospect, and Bill Self brought him on board. Left after 1 year.
I mean, he has the physical attributes of somebody that could be a supreme talent. Who is a supreme talent? You want a big man that can rebound, block shots, be athletic, and make free throws. And he's showing right now he can do all of the above.
2022 McDonald's All-American makes a pair. Miami leads by 13. A little over 10 minutes left to play. Stirk with a handoff to Wood. The Dolphins will run the motion offense here. High screen coming from Jordan. Stirk will use it. Dribble drive on Donaldson. Lays it up with the left hand. No good. Way too short. And it's Miami basketball. Lockett Jr. along with Boro and Udeh will all check in for Jacksonville. And Ernes Udeh Jr. will take a seat for Miami. And Malik Reneau is back in. So Stirk with a badly missed jumper. And Canes leading by 13, looking for more. Malik Reneau with a team-high 14 points, pacing both sides tonight. Washington's got 10. Donaldson fires away. That was too strong. And now a defensive foul. Let's see who the guilty party is. It might be Chris Lockett Jr.
I like that pull by Trey Donaldson. As a shooter, I like to see him get into it faster. Get into that left, right quicker. Step into the basket faster. Great shot, great look.
Well, should Miami go on to win this game, they will probably take a good long look at where things went wrong from the three-point line. Just 2 of 13 from distance tonight, but Malik Reneau back to the line. Game 1 under Jay Lucas and the University of Miami. Certainly hoping that this is game 1 of hundreds for Jay here at Miami. There are many in the country that think he's just going to thrive in this role. His ability to recruit, relates well, understands what needs to be done in today's game at the college level.
I always say Jay was the right pickup for University of Miami.
Yeah.
6 man on the court.
That's a heck of a bucket there for Jalen Jones. Jacksonville back to within 13. Jones has 11. It's a team high for the Dolphins. Canes swing it around outside the arc. Down low and an alley-oop up top for Ernes Udeh Jr.
1-3-1. That back man has to pick a side. He throws to the left. He can't guard the guy on the right side. Easy basket by the Hurricanes.
The lead grows back to 15. Again, ties the largest lead of the night. Jacksonville hasn't led since the 15:59 mark of the first half. It's been all Miami ever since. And now True Washington is fouled.
Once again, Miami looks great in transition. They got guys, big men that can run the floor. They got point guards look up the floor. And they got guys in the way that can make plays to the basket. I love Miami in transition.
Foul on Jalen Jones. Evan Stirk will check back in. And True Washington will shoot a pair. Double bonus time, rest of the way for Miami. And Washington buries the first. He's got 11. Nice debut for True Washington. Former 4-star recruit. And portal pickup for Miami out of New Mexico. 6'4" guard, grew up in Phoenix, one of the best high school players in the Phoenix area. And he makes a second, so he's got 12. 66-49 now in favor of the Canes. And there's a takeaway by Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, he was the #1 DB in the country at one time.
Yes, he was.
Right there, we saw it.
Now Reneau in the paint, spins with the right hand, no good. Now a battle for the basketball, and it'll be Jacksonville ball. That ball was poked around. Boy, Reneau was working on Borio down low. He was spinning. He found a little real estate, but just couldn't convert that right-handed layup off the glass. %51%. What Miami's shooting from the field. Jacksonville's shooting 42%. And Stirk with the left hand, good. Boy, nice touch by the freshman out of Missouri.
Stirk is very crafty with that left-hand shot. He made one before with his left. Super confident as a freshman. I like what I'm saying about this kid.
Miami with 15 second chance points off of 7 offensive rebounds tonight. Donaldson floats it up with the right hand. He gets it to go.
Great shot. I love how he plays off 2 feet, stays balanced, can make it pass, can make a shot, or he can pivot to another position.
.36 points in the paint tonight for Miami. Stirk swings it. Wood can't connect on the 3. And the Dolphins go one and done. Now Miami's starting to smell a little blood in the water as Donaldson goes up. No foul, no whistle. He wanted the call. And now Wood in, lays it in, a little finger roll. Timeout on the floor. Looks like Jay Lucas wants to take a timeout. 6:52 left to play. We'll go to break. Miami leading 68-53. Last 3 seasons at Duke, and the top recruiting class the last 2 seasons. He was the defensive coordinator for the Duke Blue Devils. He takes a lot of pride in defense, and Jack and I were telling you earlier and chatting with Coach Lucas, here's the deal. You can rebuild and reload real quick in college basketball these days with the NIL era. I think Louisville the last couple of years, but Coach Lucas says he's going to do it by stellar defense here in year one.
Anybody that knows basketball knows that defense wins basketball games. And that's the type of thing that Jay Lucas is bringing to this program. Let's really be big on defense. Maybe bad timing on that play.
Yeah. Well, Stirk just went flying right around Malik Reneau and left him in the dust.
You know, teams like Jacksonville and teams like, we have an ACC team versus a team like Jacksonville. You don't want to keep them in the game. You want to kind of run away as the game gets later in the game. You want to kind of run away. You don't want to keep it close in the second half.
Another alley-oop up top for Ernes Udeh Jr. Now a really deep three. No good off the left side of the rim by Borio. Dante Allen still hasn't scored in his college debut. Former Villanova commit. Dad and assistant for Eric Spoelstra in the Miami Heat. Here is Malovitz, and now he sends it up top for Udeh.
Great play. Paint touch. High flyers come from the right or the left side. Great finish by Ernes Udeh.
So an assist for Malovitz, his first. Ernes Udeh Jr. starting to fill it up now. A perfect 4 of 4 from the field, 11 points. Renew's got a team leading 16. Ernes Udeh Jr. with the first double-double of the season for Miami. Deep three by Stirk and air ball. Nice college Miami debut here for Ernes Udeh Jr. Malovitz sent it right up top for him.
Once again, you get a paint touch. Borio lost his man. Easy bucket for the Kings.
Jay Lucas going to take a look at the box score. And with 5 minutes left to play, his transfer from TCU has 13 rebounds and 11 points. No Dolphin has more than 11. No Dolphin has more than 3 rebounds. Miami beating up Jacksonville on the glass. Now a knuckle-balling three is good by Malovitz. The Slovakian freshman.
It might be a knuckle, but it's in the net.
I think that'll be very reminiscent to some Canes fans. A couple of years ago, remember Sam Wardenberg? Shoot very in similar fashion.
Very similar. As long as it goes in.
And that international experience. Score
Great
inside
switch.
and out. Foul on the floor. Dante Allen going to be called for that foul. It's going to be his first. Sixth team foul by Miami. So now the Dolphins are into the bonus, and Shelton Henderson is back in. He'll replace True Washington. Shelton has had a fabulous night. He has also had a very difficult time staying out of foul trouble. He's got 4 personal fouls, and that three is good. That three-point jumper good by Arias, who's got 9 points. He's 2 of 6 from three-point territory. Malik Reneau, no foul. Now they get one. Foul on Rivers. Miami will go to the free throw line when we come back, leading by 17. So Malik Reneau to the free throw line for Miami coming out of the television timeout. Our final one, he makes it. It's an 18-point advantage now, and Malik Reneau with 17 points. Been good from the field and from the free throw line. That's his 8th free throw made of the night. I mean, how critical are those free throws? Miami shooting 80% from the charity stripe, 24 of 30. Jacksonville just 6 of 13.
Switch that.
High ball screen. Arias fires, no good. And a foul on Jacksonville.
Being technical on that switch right there, you know, in a basketball game, you have a big-to-big playing defense. You switch, but you got to remember to get your hands up. You can't switch, keep your hands down.
Jalen Jordan with a foul, wrapped him up. His 4th.
Malik is living off the free throw line today. These are the toughest points of any basketball player's life. If they got 18, you need 2 more to get 20. These are the hardest free throws to make. Everybody want that dub. And when I'm talking about a win, I'm talking about 20. He's got 19.
He had double digits in terms of the scoring department 19 times last season for Indiana. And there's 20. Nice start to his Hurricanes.
That's one of the greatest feelings ever when you get 20 on that board.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about having 20. You could have 19, but it don't feel the same if you don't got an extra point to get 20.
Cool customer walks over the bench. You don't think he knows he just got his 20th point, do you?
Oh, he knows.
His career high was 34 against Kennesaw State, December 29th of 2023. Ooh, there's a 3 in the corner, and that is good for Chris Arias.
Got to get a hand up.
Arias now with 12 points, team high for Jacksonville. 3 of 8 from distance, 4 of 10 from the field. A little over 3 minutes left to play on opening night. Now Allen with his back to the basket, back up top for Trey Donaldson. Donaldson, the veteran, with 10 points tonight, looking for 12, too short. Collects his own miss, and he gets fouled. Well, nobody was there to rebound for Jacksonville, and Donaldson collected his own miss, and then he got fouled.
Look at this, a nice little right to left cross right here. Come here.
A little hesitation.
Little flat, but you know, at first game, a lot of things happen that you're not used to happening.
Right. And so now Lockett and Wood will check out for the Dolphins. And Trey Donaldson misses the first. Not happy with himself. This is going to be one of those games I think he's probably going to beat himself up over. 3 of 10 from the floor, hasn't made a 3. He's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. I think Trey Donaldson would even tell you, this is a game that's not up to my standards.
For sure. You want these type of things that happen early.
Right.
He's a gym rat. Like I said, he was in the gym last night getting shots up.
He's also a total team player.
100%. Makes the right play every time. That's what you want to see in your starting point guard.
Yeah. As Miami starts to create an identity, it'll probably revolve around Trey Donaldson, their point guard. A very tenacious defender, and he'll certainly lead by example. Still not a bad night. 11 points. Jones out to Borio for 3. No good. Ernes Udeh Jr. reels in his 14th rebound of the night. And did Miami turn it over? They did.
I'm not mad at that look. It was close. It was a tough time. I like how they keep the transition going, even though the game is, you know, pretty far fetched. But keep pushing the ball, keep practicing what you're doing in practice, see if it translates in the game. And like I said earlier, I love the way Miami looks in transition right now.
A little over 2 minutes left to go. Canes leading by 19 on opening night. Deep 3, that's good. Jalen Jones, he's got 14. Team high 14 for Jalen Jones. Shooting 50% from the field. Jacksonville with 8 threes made, Miami 3 of 14. Udeh with another bucket. It's 13 points and 14 rebounds for the senior out of Orlando, who was so emotional at ACC Media Days. He was asked what it means to be back in the Sunshine State, to be close to family, to play for the Miami Hurricanes. He couldn't talk. He welled right up, started crying. Up top, foul, and now Udeh gets into it a little bit with Jalen Jordan.
Right on time. You know, one thing I love about that kid Udeh, like you just said, man, he's been in the attitude of gratitude. Grateful to be in the situation. You want to build a team around guys that are grateful.
Ernes Udeh Jr. to the free throw line, where he's 3 of 4 tonight. The transfer from Indiana in Reneau with 20. The transfer from TCU, Udeh, with 13 points and 14 rebounds. Dre Donaldson, another highly touted portal player, transfers, chipped in with 11.
Oh, we see young D. Brown coming in. You know, D. Brown of the Boston Celtics, the guy that had the infamous dunk covering his eyes.
Yep.
Jersey was retired at Jacksonville. Son comes in, getting in the game.
That is Anakin Brown, the redshirt freshman out at Jacksonville. And yes, the son of former Jacksonville standout.
Brown.
He's wearing his father's formerly retired number 4. He appeared in the season opener last season. That was it.
He's a dunking transition. He's got to cover his face up and down.
A little over a minute left to go. Lockett Jr. off the glass with the right hand on Dante Allen, who quickly gets it out, and that's a bucket for Shelton Henderson in a foul.
Once again, when they play fast, they're at their best. That shot went in. Big man got the ball out. Point guard came in, got the ball, ended up half court, full court. Little step through finish. Great basketball play.
Henderson with 14 in his debut. One of the best players in the country, coming out of high school in Texas, Bel Air, Texas, where Jay Lucas's father coached him. He was committed to Duke. Jay Lucas got the Miami job, and Jay called Shelton, and Shelton Henderson said, "I'll come with you." A couple of substitutions
Don't mind
here.
if I do.
John LeBoy II, freshman out of Houston, and Jordan Key, a transfer from Georgia, both check in for Miami. Lockett Jr. working on Dante Allen with Brown. And another turnover.
You know, one thing you want to see when the guys like Jordan Key and J.J. LeBoy come in, keep the intensity going, because all that intensity is very contagious. You want to get in the game because you never know when your number is called.
35 seconds left to play. Altuntas down low. Allen out to Allen. John LeBoy II had it poked away. And a timeout is called by Miami. 26 seconds left to go. Quick timeout. 30-second timeout. So 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Miami not giving away any possessions, although they give that ball away. And here comes Lockett. He gets fouled, and the bucket is good. Foul was on Jordan Key, the transfer from Georgia, who redshirted last season to preserve his freshman season of eligibility with the Bulldogs. He was a four-star prospect, according to ESPN, coming out of high school, and was ranked as high as the number 15 combo guard in the class of 2024 by On3.
One thing I will say about Jordan Key, he stays in the gym. Always. I would say shout out to Coach C. Wow. He's always in the gym working out Jordan Key.
Key is back home, a Broward kid.
He's back home. It's great to see.
And there's a lot of them. 13 new players, no returnees, 6 out of the portal. But a lot of Sunshine State talent. See if Miami just holds on to it. Well, the Hurricanes ushering in a new era of basketball here at the Watsco Center tonight. And in game 1 of the Jay Lucas era, Miami comes away with an 86-69 victory.
Great win. As a coach, you win your first home game. You want to end victoriously. That's what he did. Jay Lucas was very vocal.